Has Regidrago VSTAR finally arrived? I think this is an incredibly cool card. It's one of my favorite cards in the game right now because of its ability to copy attacks from other dragon Pokemon. But up until recently, this card hasn't seen much in the way of competitive success. However, recently, at the North American International Championships, Drake Z piloted an Arceus Regidrago deck to first place in the Junior Championships, finally showcasing Regidrago VSTAR on the big stage, and maybe it's finally time to put some respect on this deck. I'm Jet from inthirdperson.com. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let's talk about Regidrago VSTAR. And also, I used Drake Z's deck as a starting point. I did make one minor switch. This is more of a playstyle preference thing. But yeah, there are a number of places on YouTube. Little Dark Fury, Sableye has covered the exact 60 that Drake Z played. So if you want their version of it, yeah, go over there. I mean, watch this first. All right, so let's talk about Regidrago VSTAR. It is a dragon-type Pokemon. It is a V-Star, so you've got to evolve it from a Pokemon V, a Regidrago V, 280 HP, 3 retreat, and it's got the move Apex Dragon for 2 grass and a fire. You get to choose an attack from a Pokemon, a dragon Pokemon in your discard pile and use its attack. There are a number of awesome dragon Pokemon to copy attacks from, which make Regidrago like this ultimate toolbox attacker that is great in every scenario. Now, the problem is the 2 grass and the fire, but we're going to use Arceus VSTAR to get around that. Of course, with Trinity Nova, we're going to start the game with Arceus. We're going to attack for 180 damage, attach a bunch of energy to Regidrago, and then have Regidrago come in the mid to late game to copy all of the cool dragon attacks that we have here, such as Duraludon's G-Max Pulverization, 220 damage, and it's a shred attack, so anything like the annoying Mimikyu, the old Miltank, you can just shred right through those, no problem. We've got Giratina VSTAR's Lost Impact. You get to do 280 damage and put 2 energy into the Lost Zone, but you can just throw a double turbo energy into the Lost Zone and keep swinging for Lost Impact over multiple turns. We've got Goodra VSTAR, Rolling Iron. You do 200 damage and you take 80 less damage the next turn, which is amazing, and it's going to be your attack most of the time. And then we've got the new Noivern EX from Paldea Evolved, which has 2 awesome moves to copy. We've got Covert Flight, which does 70 damage, and during your opponent's next turn, prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from basic Pokemon. This covers many of the Lost Box variants, Chien-Pao, Ting-Lu, United Wings. They can't hit you when you use Covert Flight, which makes it really annoying to deal with. And then Dominating Echo is really cool as well, where it does 140 damage, and during your opponent's next turn, they can't play any special energy or stadium cards from their hand. So something like Mew VMAX can really struggle when they can't draw cards with Genesect. They also can't attach special energy from their hand, which makes this a even crazier value proposition that you can do all of this stuff. Ooh, excuse me. All of this stuff in one deck. Let's talk about the counts here really quick and what makes this... Actually, no, we'll get to the counts in a bit. We also have, and this is the big innovation that Drake Z introduced to Arceus Regidrago, is the Kirlia line. 2/2 line of Kirlia. Of course, Kirlia is a great card with refinement, allows you to discard a card, draw 2 cards. This is great for being our draw engine. Oftentimes we use Bibarel here instead, but Kirlia is great because it lets you also discard the dragon cards to get them into the discard pile so that you can get popping off with Regidrago. We also have 1 copy of Buddy Catch Gallade, which allows you to grab a supporter card from your deck and put it into your hand. So in the mid to late game, you can use this to just grab that boss's orders, grab that Iono, and make game-winning plays that way. We also have 1 copy of Spiritomb. Oh, I love this card so much. When you've got it in play, it doesn't even have to be in the active. Basic Pokemon V have no abilities, and this includes Lumineon V, Genesect V, just to name a few. And then last but not least, we've got Squawkabilly EX, great card. You play this on your first turn and you get to discard your hand and draw up to 6 cards. There are going to be times where you have a garbage first hand and you can use Squawkabilly EX to clear your hand and give yourself an opportunity to play the game that way. So in terms of like counts here, we've got 4-3 Arceus, which is, yeah, we're primarily an Arceus deck first and foremost. We want to start with Arceus at the beginning of the game. Then we've got 2-2 Regidrago VSTAR. In the mid to late game, we want to use all of our crazy dragon attacks, so we've got 2 of those there. We've got 1 of each of the dragon cards, and then we've got a 2-2 line of the Kirlia as well, and then 1 Spiritomb and 1 Squawkabilly. For trainers, 2 copies of Boss's Orders gusts your opponent's bench Pokemon into the active of your choice. Really handy card to pick off key targets. 1 copy of Raihan lets you attach a energy from your discard pile, a basic energy, to your Pokemon and then draw a card of your choice. If you happen to get stuck in a weird position, this can help you with your energy acceleration and stay in the game. 1 copy of Escape Rope, as well as a copy of Switch. We don't really run too many Switch options in this deck. Really, it's primarily to get Arceus into the active if you've got it on the bench on turn 2 and you've popped your V-Star power. For disruption cards, we've got 2 copies of Judge and 2 copies of Iono, and these do 2 different things. Judge shuffles your hands, both players' hands into their deck, draw 4. Iono is shuffle your hands to the bottom of the deck, and then each player draws to the number of prizes they have remaining. And depending on the situation, sometimes you want to play Judge, sometimes you want to play Iono. Like in the early game, if you've got the advantage already and you just need a fresh set of cards, you probably want to play Judge instead of Iono, because Iono would give your opponent 5 to 6 cards versus Judge, which is 4. In the mid to late game, you might want to play Iono to try and make a comeback, get them down to 2 or 1 card. So that's why we've got the split there. 1 copy of Pal Pad to get 2 supporters from our discard pile back into our deck. 2 copies of Nest Ball to get our basics down. 3 copies of Professor's Research. Discard your hand, draw 7. This is particularly strong for discarding the dragon Pokemon when 1 fell swoop. 2 copies of Capturing Aroma, and this is for searching out. You flip a coin, you can get a basic off of Heads or an evolution Pokemon with Tail. No, it's the other way around. Heads is an evolution Pokemon, Tails is a basic Pokemon. This can help us get our dragon Pokemon into our hands so we can get rid of them later. 3 copies of Path to the Peak. Once we do Starbirth, we don't really need to use abilities anymore, so we want to play Path to the Peak to shut off our opponent's abilities. 4 copies of Ultra Ball to get Pokemon of our choice. We've got 1 copy of Super Rod, in particular to get energy back into the deck, because this does run a little light on energy. And then one of the big changes I made to Drake Z's list is I took out the Garchomp. The Garchomp, I'll show that right now. It's a really cool attacker, right? If when you throw this in the discard pile, it gives you a 220 snipe damage attack, which is absolutely amazing, and you have to discard 3 energy to do it. Great attack in the end game. However, if you end up benching the Garchomp, it's stuck in the game it's stuck on your bench for the rest of the game. You don't have the energy to attack with it, and I really hate this as a 2-prize liability. So I took that out and I put in a Collapsed Stadium instead. Forces both players to get their benches down to 4, and this also helps us getting the Squawkabilly out of play. So you fill up the bench, play Collapsed Stadium, get Squawkabilly out of play so that you don't have that 2-prize liability on your bench. And this also acts as our 1 out to Path to the Peak. If your opponent plays it before you can get Starbirth off, you've at least got a chance to bump it with Collapsed Stadium. And then for energy, we've got 4 double turbos, 3 fire energy, and 5 grass energy. So again, general game plan, start with Arceus, attack with Arceus until it gets knocked out, and hopefully you've got 1 to 2 Regidrago set up, and then you are going to use Regidrago's assortment of dragon moves to take out your opponent, whether that is by 1-hit KOing multi-prize Pokemon or stopping them from attacking with Noivern EX's attacks. Let's check out these matches. As the Arceus deck, you really don't want to go second. You really want to go first, and you can put the clamp down on your opponent. Now, we do have Squawk. Oh, and we're playing Ting-Lu. This is potentially horrible, especially if we're going second. Okay. Yep, Ting-Lu's going to one-shot us, but if we can get set up fast enough, it's not gonna matter. So I think we're gonna punt on this energy, and we are gonna let it rip with the Squawkabilly. And Alexander, thank you so much for the follow. Truly appreciate it. Right? They're going to Squawk and Seize. And they're going to be in a pretty good spot. Oh my goodness. We have to assume we're getting one-shotted on the next turn. Have to assume we're getting one-shotted on the next turn. So let's go Arceus. Let's go Squawkabilly. I could drag the other Ting-Lu into the active and pray. I think that's the play. And we Squawk and Seize and try and get a little better setup. We do get the Regidrago. We do have the out here, yes. And if we can get the Noivern out, yeah, that's pretty sick. Okay. We wait. Now, we still have a problem, right? I have overbenched. I went double Arceus. Oh, and they're going to play the Penny. And they are going to Land Scoop here, put damage on the Arceus. Now we've lost our Arceus V-Star power, and that's really crappy. And they're going to be able to one-shot this Arceus in the next go. But there is a world. Let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do. Let's get rid of Noivern, Goodra. I will get a Regidrago V-Star. We're going to need a double turbo energy off this next go in order to stand a chance. Or we just lose. Okay. Okay. And we will actually slam Path to the Peak down. Hit for 180. We're going to get it down to 2 prizes, but at this point, we can covert flight over and over again. I don't know if that's going to be enough for us to win the game, but it is pretty much our only option at this point. And they're going to Bravery Charm up. Ugh. You also struggled with this Regidrago path or an early Regidrago stuck in the active without energy. Yep, that is a valid problem with this deck. They're going to Halucha. And actually, that shuts off the Ralts. Yeah. No deck is perfect. Okay. Now, unfortunately, they're going to do 1 billion damage to our Arceus. I think we just started losing the coin flip was really bad for us. Monumentally bad. And now, the only thing we can really do is I could get rid of the Giratina here. I think we just have to spam Covert Flight over and over again and pray that they don't get boss's orders and take the win. That's really all this is going to come down to. If we can gust this up and use Giratina's Star Requiem, that would be amazing. That could get us the win, actually. Okay. They're going to Gape Chop Bog. Get Path to the Peak out. Yeah, their route to winning is getting boss's orders on the Squawkensies. Yeah, they're going to keep digging. If we can get boss and just do... If we can knock this out with a top deck boss, that would be incredible. And then we should be laughing. But I don't know. We have one more boss's order somewhere in the deck. Let's see. There it is! Okay. Okay. We're back in this. We're back in this. We will get rid of Giratina Nest Ball. Let's go grab ourselves a... Kirlia doesn't matter. Nothing here matters. Let's just thin our deck. Let's grab Spiritomb. I will boss up the Koraidon. I will attach energy to the Squawkabilly. And, oh, we have Legacy Star access. I don't know if that's worth it at this point. Yeah, let's do that, actually. Because we can get boss back. Yeah, so let's go grab both our copies of boss. And we will Apex Dragon. And we will Lost Impact for 280. Get rid of that Koraidon. Flush it down the toilet. Now, they need... I think we got him. I think we got him. Right? They can attack for 150. It's not going to be enough. And they're not even going to be able to knock out the Squawkabilly here. And they'll penny away the Squawkabilly. That's smart. Now we don't just win. And we are 10 damage short with the... Okay, this is still anybody's game. This is still anybody's game. I will attach energy to the Squawkabilly. And I will... I will Apex Dragon, and we will Covert Flight for 70. They need boss. If they have boss, they win. That it is what it is. But I think we've put ourselves in as good of a position to win this from behind as we possibly could. Oh, but with Paths of the Peak out, we can have ability. So I should have evolved up to Kirlia at some point because I should have known. I would have had Paths of the Peak down. Kirlia would have worked again. And then we could have gotten up to Buddy Catch. And they are crazy overbenching for no reason here. I don't know what the play... Okay, they're going to heal. And they're just going to try and stall for time. Which I don't necessarily hate. And they're just going to research. Okay. I think we got him. I think we got him. Okay, yeah, they can Gape Chop Bog. Yeah, we got him. We block that. And we win. Jeez, that was a good one. That was good. I thought we were screwed, to be honest. I thought we were boned really early. The fact that Ting-Lu hits Arceus for weakness, that really sucks. However, we were able to get our Regidrago set up just quick enough, and we were able to get the right cards in the discard pile, including Noivern to stop basics from attacking, and Giratina VSTAR to get the one shot on the Koraidon, which was gonna have the firepower to knock out the Squawkabilly and the Regidrago there. So yeah, being able to gust up the Koraidon to take that out of the game. Ting-Lu was not gonna do enough damage on its own to one-shot the Regidrago or even one-shot the Squawkabilly, because Squawkabilly's resistant to fighting. And they did get some damage counters on the Squawkabilly to weaken it up for potentially that play, but they were not able to pull it off in the end. We were able to stall for time and get the win, the huge comeback win there. GG's. To be fair, I'm not personally that interested in wins and losses. I like winning more than losing. It's more about when I make these videos, and I know you know this, Meg. When I make these videos, it's not about me showing how good I am at the game. It's about getting matches that showcase what a deck can do, its strengths and its weaknesses. And that's what I look for when I play. Oh, speaking of strengths and weaknesses. Oof. Oh, okay. Chien-Pao. Chien-Pao. Yeah. Ooh, double path to the peak. All right. We are going first, which is great. I'm actually going to get rid of Boss and Collapsed. And we're going to get ourselves an Arceus here. And we will wait. Oh, no. We're going to attach energy. Okay, cool. And Secret Player says, I'm going to see if the game room is interested in having this product at the university. I mean, it's just $10. Probably will just gift it to them. Yeah, I think it's amazing that the Pokemon company is putting out a product to make it as accessible as possible. And there's one thing I missed in the video is that the Pokemon company sold 10 billion cards. Billion cards last year. And that translated to 1,800 people at NAIC. And look, that is the biggest tournament, international tournament ever. But that's also 10 billion cards sold, 1,800 players. There is like millions of card buyers in this pool that are not playing the game at all. And we all know this. The vast majority of people who play or buy Pokemon cards do not play the game. And we can even look at this on YouTube, where the top channels that are about collecting and opening packs have millions of follows or subscribers on YouTube. And meanwhile, the top channels for the other side of playing the game, it's Tricky Jim at 100,000. And I'm not saying 100,000 is bad, but it's way smaller. It is orders of magnitude smaller than... Okay, I'm actually going to get rid of a path to the peak here, and we're going to get Arceus VSTAR out. This is not ideal. We have no... Did we prize all our Arceus VSTARs? Nope, there it is. Okay. This is awkward, right? This is a really awkward hand. We're going to Escape Rope double turbo, slam down path, and pray is what this is. Okay, we have to switch. Switch DTE. Switch DTE, path, and pray is really what this is going to come down to. 180. And we pray that they don't have a bump to path to the peak. Otherwise, we're in big trouble. Antihero Chris says, every time I play Pokemon with your older daughter, my younger son also wants to play, and it sucks to explain to him. He'll have to wait because it's too complicated for his age. He'll definitely pick this product up. Awesome. Yeah, I just feel like there's a weird lack of empathy among some in the community that just like cannot fathom the idea that for some people, the game in its current state is too hard for some people to play. Oh man, if we could top deck our research right now, that would be goated. They've got the Baxcalibur set up. It's really, we are hanging on by a thread. They've got the Palkia here. They have no energy in the discard pile. Or they don't have enough energy in play. So we just path and pray. Oh, they've got super cool. Okay. Do I do deck analysis? Yes. Like, you can check out, oh, we're going to get Iono'd here. That's awesome. Check out my videos on YouTube. I'll put the link in the YouTube channel here. This will be converted into a video. I will do an intro and an outro. I'll explain the deck. I will show matches, and that's how we usually roll here. Hopefully they don't have the bump for this, and we're gonna have to look at, oh, are they gonna have enough energy here? They might. If they can blast Arceus out, are they just gonna do 240? That's still not enough. I don't know if I would agree to burning. Oh, they're just gonna do the 2 damage. Okay. And they're gonna have Palkia set up, and that's fine. Now, we actually need to get, we're not out of the woods here. We still need to get a Regidrago, like a card that Regidrago can attack with, set up. Let's get a second Regidrago down. And we are going to pray that off this research, actually, let's go get a Spiritomb might help us here if they play like a random Lumineon. And Pokemon, Kirlia, yeah, sure. We'll save the Kirlia if we're going to let our hand rip here anyway. There's the Regidrago. Awesome. Now, the big problem with our current deck is that we don't have... Let's get rid of the double turbo. We still need to get a card that Regidrago can attack with out of here. And it might be the Giratina, actually. Then we can one-shot the... We can one-shot the Palkia on the next go-round. I'm actually going to attach the double turbo to the Kirlia here, just so we have it ready. And let's get our second Regidrago set up. Okay. Yeah, they're going to come in with the Palkia. And they're going to be able to attack again. And we get our second Regidrago. This is looking good. This is looking good. Let's see how they play it. Ooh, the Lost Vacuum. That's annoying. And I think we're going to get Iono'd here. And if we do get Iono'd, that's going to be very bad. And we're actually, that's going to be terrible for us if we get Iono'd here. Oh, they played Chien-Pao instead of the Lumineon. Interesting. Okay. Sure. I'm not sure that was the play. But all right. Let's see how they approach this now. I really hope they continue this match because I think we've got a really good setup here. I hope we don't get Iono'd. And do we go with the Noivern next? The Noivern or the... I think we go Noivern and then this can't attack again. Really, I think they're only... Oh, interesting. Okay. Go with the Chien-Pao. That is a interesting choice. I think they're going to attach the 3 energy to the Chien-Pao and then roll that way. I kind of still want to knock out the Palkia. Oh, yeah, they're going to just attack with the Chien-Pao, which is... That's a choice. That's a choice. Oh, and we can Gallade for Buddy Catch. Okay, I like this. I like this. Yeah. It all depends. I guess they... Yeah, they're going to set themselves up to do some stuff here. And Gallade, yes! Gallade is playable again. There are actually 2 Gallades that are in the current meta. Oh, no! No! No, did the game freeze? Bruh! Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Cool. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. Oh, I was going to have a heart attack there. Ooh, we get the Goodra here as well. All right, let's get Giratina out. I will get Regidrago down. I will get rid of Goodra Arceus, and let's get a... What is the other option? Yeah, Noivern. This is actually very sick. Okay. I will get rid of Fire Energy Noivern. And sure, we can grab Duraludon here. Doesn't matter. Yeah, let's go grab Duraludon. We'll go back. We'll say done. And we will Gallade for Buddy Catch. Grab a supporter of our choice. We have 1 copy of Boss. And what we're going to do is we're going to gust up the Palkia. I'm going to attach a double turbo energy to the Spiritomb. And we are going to Apex Dragon, Lost Impact for 280 damage. And let's get rid of the 2 energy off the Spiritomb. And we're Gucci. And this is looking horrible for our opponent right now. Yes. And then we can either like one-shot, even if they one-shot us with the Chien-Pao, we can one-shot the Chien-Pao with Giratina's attack again. Like, we're good. We're good. The panic was real. Yeah. I think attacking with the Palkia, well, let's see how they play it now. I wouldn't be surprised. Ooh, what are they going to do now? Oh, the Lumineon didn't work because the Spiritomb. Spiritomb again. I'm not sure if the first time Spiritomb saved us is going to be in this video for those watching this after the fact, but Spiritomb has been so clutch. People have been burned by that so many times, and I've been burned by it too. But they've just given us an extra 2 price target. I mean, we can't. We've burned both of our copies of Boss, unfortunately, and we just get the win. Jeez, that was a pretty awesome sequence of events there. Arceus getting the initial damage in, and then we were able to set up our board thick enough with enough energy that Regidrago could come in and smash with a Lost Impact and have multiple Lost Impacts ready to go to one-shot whatever they had. Gallade came in clutch there, being able to use Buddy Catch to then grab the boss's orders out of our hand, gust up that Palkia, land the massive KO. This was a pretty awesome example of the Arceus Regidrago combo in action. GG's. Antihero Chris says, the free decks are great, and like you said, getting rid of forcing players to trading cards is a much needed change, but besides that, live feels very unfinished. Absolutely. Oh my goodness, this is... Also, getting familiar with this trading function was a giant barrier to entry for new players. It's one of the big reasons you played that much on PTCGO. Absolutely. There was a reason. I remember I did some research on the PTCGO used to have leaderboards that you could see online, and over half of people playing PTCGO played theme decks, and they only played theme decks. This is actually a very good matchup for us now at this point. I like this. Let's go attach some more energy, and let's get a Regidrago down. Actually, do we squawk? Yeah, I think we Squawkabilly here, actually. And we can get the Goodra and the Noivern out of here. And can we hit Tails? No. Okay. Let's go and get a... off of these? Let's go get a No, we already have Regidrago VSTAR. No. Yeah, let's get Regidrago VSTAR. And then I will get rid of Path to the Peak and an energy to get Regidrago V down. Okay. What were we saying? Yeah, is that leaderboards, PTCGO, the player base. Over half of the player base was playing theme decks only. And they were only playing theme decks because they couldn't get the good cards to play into standard or expanded. And so they created this system. And this is one of the other arguments I have about, like, there are a lot of people that miss theme decks. And I think a lot of people miss theme decks because they couldn't play, not because they like theme. And some people do like theme. And, like, to be fair, I used to like theme as well. Standard and expanded are just head and shoulders the better way to play the game. But a lot of people miss theme because that was their only way to play the game, because trading for cards was absolutely abysmal and they couldn't do it. So yeah, trading, I don't miss at all. Trading created a whole bunch of problems for the game that I think they've fixed now with live. Now there's still other ones. I still think that the game does not drop enough credits. I do like the fact that you get a bunch of free decks, and that's awesome. But the experience still has room for improvement there. You hope you're not too late. Why would you be too late? Nah, you're never too late. Okay, they get down to Ralts. They get the 78, the side shot Ralts. A little weird, but okay. They are going to knock out the Spiritomb, which is fine. Our end game here is we want to attack with Covert Flight over and over again with Regidrago, and then we should be Gucci. This deck does not have any evolution Pokemon that they can attack with, really. So we just have to spam that move and we're good. Path to the Peak, not going to really help us anymore. The only card that we would have stopped is the Squawkabilly, and they already played it. So that's it. They are going to do a decent chunk of damage here. This is actually a very good turn one for a United Wings deck. They got the, yeah, 120. Sure. Okay. That's fine. I'm actually glad that they knocked out the Spiritomb so that we could get rolling here. Okay. Time to pop off. All right, we get the switch, and actually, let's go Iono here instead. Let's go Starbirth, and we will grab ourselves a double turbo and an Iono. Iono, double turbo. I think there's an argument to be made that we actually just hold on to our cards right now. Actually, yeah, we're not gonna actually use the Iono right now because I want to hold on to the switch, and I will play the Path to the Peak just in case we don't need this anymore either. We'll swing into the Murkrow, and we'll attach some energy to the Regidrago, and then we're gonna switch into the Regidrago and just spam Covert Flight over and over again until we win. Now, we're not gonna be able to one-shot everything, right? Covert Flight only does 70 damage, so we're gonna have to two-shot a Flamigo. But even if they gust around us, at best they're taking 4 prizes. So we probably can afford to just keep going that way. Watch out for Gallade. Yeah, that's true. That's actually a good point. The Gallade can one-shot the Arceus. The Gallade also can hit the... Oh, the Gallade's only doing... The Gallade's not doing that much. It does damage based on the number... Oh, Pokemon V. Yeah, it would hit for 240. And if we leave it to just Regidrago VSTAR after this, then we should be good. They're going to get a good hit in on this Arceus. But I think the play is cheese them out with Covert Flight over and over again. And we also have the Goodra in here, so we're going to do 80 less damage as well if it comes down to it. 200 plus 80 less. So I think we have what we need to win here. Also thought the same. The matchup got killed by the fighting Gallade. Yeah, we're not going to bench another Arceus here. So 140, that's fine. Let's go switch. And we are going to Iono, both of us down to 5 cards. And we're going to Covert Flight over and over again. And that's the play. Yeah, I'm not going to attach any more energy. And we're just going to Covert Flight. 70. Boss around me. Yeah, if the Gallade comes in, I will just use the Goodra V-Star attack, which does 200, and then we take 80 less damage on the next turn. Yeah, we can one-shot this Ditto. We're gonna 2-hit KO this Flamigo. They have to play. Ooh, there's the horn. There's the horn. That's annoying, but they probably only run 1 horn at most. Okay, and they're going to research, so they're not going to get boss off of that, but they really need to dig to the bottom of their deck at this point. Yeah, this match does get tougher. Or this match can be tough with Arceus Regidrago because of the Gallade, because they can do a lot of damage. We do have stuff to go around it. Like the Goodra is a good option in the sense that you can take less damage. And yeah, they're definitely gearing up for the Gallade here. Would be nice to Iono here. But yeah, they're going to need to Gallade and Boss because Gallade by itself is not... It's going to do, what? 160, 120? Yeah, 120 damage to Regidrago is not a lot. And then I don't think they're two-shotting Regidrago either. But let's see. I do think there's a world where, now that I think about it, I kind of hope that they just attack the Arceus or the Spiritomb. Them chipping away at the Regidrago would be a problem, though. Especially now that they have almost all of these. This is doing, with the Dittos out, 80... Yeah, they're just going to do nothing right now. They can get themselves to a point where they can two-shot the Regidrago, and that would be a problem. So, oh, perfect. I know the Gallade's coming. Do we snipe down the Gallade now, or snipe down the Kirlia now, and then take 80 less damage on the next turn? Or we hold on to boss right this second. I'm going to take out the Kirlia now, and I will use Goodra attack here. And we'll take 80 less damage. And we'll Rolling Iron. And then we can go back to our regularly scheduled game plan. I know at most they have one Gallade. I mean, they could play Rod to recover it. And they are going to get some damage in here. It's going to be a decent chunk of change, too. They've got a lot of their United Wings deck in there. But we just need them to not have any more stuff. The Gallade is probably the scariest thing. And we may even want to play... I don't want to bench anymore. Very much don't want to bench anymore. Because, yeah, they already have enough outs to win here if this drags on long enough. So, yeah, 80 less damage. How much are they doing? So, Pokemon, they've got... That's 80. Ooh, they're going to gust up the Arceus? Okay. They are going to get the KO here. Yeah. 180, so... Yeah, the Gallade's not going to matter now. Now we just don't bench anything for the rest of the game. And we spam Covert Flight over and over again, and we should have this. Boom. 70 damage, and they can't attack. They can't attack Regidrago. They can still hit Squawkabilly. And that's going to get them one. Yeah, they do have a route to win, right? If they can gust around and get the Squawkabilly and get the Spiritomb, they can still win. But trainers, as far as they've got 2 out of their 3 gusting cards gone, there's probably one more boss. They may play Pal Pad in here. Yeah, okay. Yeah, they're going to bring it back. They're going to bring it back. This is annoying. Damn it. This may not be a perfect plan. The Gallade that they have is a... Oh, and they're going to play Collapse. That doesn't really matter. Their Gallade... I don't have it here. For 2 colorless energy, it does 60 damage for each Pokemon V in play. So they've used all their gusting cards. I'm pretty sure it runs just 2 boss, 1 Serena. They may have a 3rd. But at this point, let's go play Path to the Peak again. And I will, again, spam Covert Flight. The Echoing Horn's very annoying because they've given themselves the prize they need to win here. Yeah, they could even Escape Rope, and then we lose. Very annoying. Profoundly annoying. I would love the Iono here. Okay, they're thinking long and hard. I don't think they have it. Or they're gonna Escape Rope into the Spiritomb and then we lose. I think it might not be a bad idea. No, there's nothing we can bench at this point that would be an alternate Escape Rope target that is going to tank a hit from that Ditto. Because at this point, they're going to do like 240. They're just going to Clara. The real problem is the fact that the base Pokemon deck are now very more than before. Create a deck around fast. So, I don't base Pokemon deck now. What do you mean by base Pokemon deck? Because I don't necessarily agree with that statement. Okay. We can research our hand away. Let's go research here. Try and dig for like a boss's orders here. Okay, yep. And I will grab... It doesn't really matter here, does it? Yeah, let's just grab a Duraludon, I guess. And I will continue to Apex Dragon. So we have game in hand at this point. We'll Covert Flight. Yeah, this is... See, I don't think evolutions are a big barrier, but like this deck right here got United Wings. It's not really an evolution-based deck. It got 65th at the North American International Championships. Most like the V-based decks, if you're playing Mew VMAX, you're only going from Mew to Mew VMAX. That's like, and you're gonna evolve at most 2 Mews, and that deck is still one of the best in the game. Lost box variants, most of them are single prize decks that don't have any... Oh, they're going all the way to the bottom of their deck. That don't have any evolutions, and they're some of the strongest decks in the game. I think that deck is hard for different reasons, but I don't think it's the evolutions. that are the problem. And I think one of the criticisms I have seen of the Pokemon trading card game, and look, keep in mind, I played almost entirely during the Sword and Shield era, and we have game right here. And the way we're going to do that is we're going to gust up the Squawkabilly, and we're going to copy Giratina's attack right here. All right, and we are going to Apex. They didn't let us do it. GG's. GG's. That was a good one. Regidrago being able to copy Noivern's attack, Covert Flight, allowed us to keep the clamps on United Wings. And yeah, this is a deck that can hit really hard the further it goes, but its attackers are almost entirely basic Pokemon, and being able to block them from attacking was paramount to us winning. And they, unfortunately, they had Gust cards and they could get around, and they had the Echoing Horn to potentially put themselves in a position to win, but we were able to hold on long enough, and then we had game in hand, get the boss's orders, and we would have impacted the Squawkabilly to take the win. GG's. And there we go. That is a look at Arceus with Regidrago VSTAR. Again, congratulations to Drake Z for building an awesome deck that I made like a minor tweak to, but Drake Z's deck is amazing. Clearly it is. It won NAIC, so congrats to them. And for anybody else still watching this, I think that this deck is awesome. It's a ton of fun to play, and being able to use Regidrago to copy all of those different attacks is not only fun to use, but it just gives you so many different options in almost every matchup in the game that can give you the upper hand. And yes, it's a little difficult to set up and get all the dragon Pokemon into the discard pile, but between Ultra Balls and the Kirlias and all that should give you a better chance of setting up and dominating the game. But let me know in the comments of this video. You gonna play this deck? Are you already playing a variation of Regidrago? Do you not believe in this deck? Let me know in the comments below. But for now, I gotta get going. Thank you so much for watching, and some quick plugs. You can find me on all the things: YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram at InThirdPerson. You can find me on Twitch at InThirdPerson, where I'm streaming the Pokemon trading card game every Sunday at 10 a.m. like I am right now. And check out the website, inthirdperson.com, for more articles and videos on video games, board games, and other nerdy pursuits. So Twitch fam, stick around, but YouTube, we're getting out of here. Bye.